if you want to record ASIO audio, like our audio here from Pro Tools, into OBS, which is a free screen recording application, we can do that with a program called Voicemeeter Banana. So let's look at this real quick. Go ahead and close down OBS. The first thing, of course, you need to do is head over here and download Voicemeeter Banana, download it and install it. You can also get OBS right from here, absolutely for free. Links will be in the description below. After you download and install Voicemeeter, it will probably change your default output here to Voicemeeter input. What I suggest, the first thing you do is come down here and change this back to just say your speakers, for example. The only reason we're doing this is because Pro Tools has a knack to sort of freeze whenever we change those drivers for the first time. So this step may not be necessary, but we'll go ahead and do it. After that, you'll just come over and head in to Voicemeeter Banana. Just open it up. We already have it open right here. The first time you open it up, you'll want to choose an output, a hardware output. So A1, and right now we have our Realtek speakers. You could also select something like your audio interface. So my ASIO Complete Audio 6 would work as well. We'll switch this later on, but we'll just use that for now. After that, of course, head in and go ahead and launch Pro Tools. Once you're in Pro Tools, come here to Setup, Playback Engine, and you'll want to change your playback engine to Voicemeeter Aux Virtual ASIO. This is the setting you want. This is the one I'll show in the video. So just select that, choose OK. Of course, you'll have to restart your session. Go ahead and go through that. If Pro Tools freezes, not a big deal. Just restart your computer, come back in and switch that driver. After you do that, come down to your computer audio interface for your desktop sounds, for example, and go ahead and switch that. We can just switch it here. And now we want to switch this to Voicemeeter input, our VB audio, Voicemeeter VAIO. Select that. Okay, if you can't switch that way, right click sounds, come in here, head to playback, scroll down, right click, and set that as your default device. Okay, we already have that set up here. Also, while we're in here, right click, properties, advanced, and make sure this is set on the same sample rate that you're using for Pro Tools. It's not always necessary, but it's a good idea to have everything at the same sample rate. Do that for everything that you're going to input into OBS, by the way. Okay, so that means coming to recording, for example, and maybe your microphone, right click, properties, advanced, make sure that's on the proper sample rate. All right, so now we are pretty much set up actually. If I make sound on the desktop, so that means a YouTube video playing, an audio file playing, Spotify playing, whatever, we're getting input here on this channel for our desktop. And if I play back here in Pro Tools, we're getting input on this channel right here. All right. Go ahead and stop that. So what you want to make sure you do, let me turn this down just a little bit. What you want to make sure you have set up here in Voicemeeter Banana is have A1 for your desktop sounds or your computer sounds right here, just A1. And for your Voicemeeter aux, have A1 and B1. This is important for our routing into OBS, okay? You have your level sliders here, 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 and here. Don't worry about them too much, but you can come in here and of course adjust your fader gain. I'm not going to talk about all of the other settings that we could use here in Voicemeeter Banana. You could set up microphones within here, but in my opinion, it's much easier to do it right within OBS. One last thing I'll mention is we can change our hardware output. So for example, if I want to use my audio interface, I can just select that here. I don't have to change anything in Pro Tools. I don't have to change anything on the desktop, and I'm still getting sound through both of these here, as you can see, because Voicemeeter is our driver for both of these clients, our DAW and our computer. Once you have all of that set up, now you're ready to open OBS. So go ahead and pop that open. I already have a much longer video on OBS and Voicemeeter, so let's just go over the basics. If I make desktop sound, it's coming through here. Of course, I need to right click, add audio input capture. Okay. Head in here and make sure I add our Voicemeeter output. This is for our ASIO sound, or in our case, Pro Tools. All right. Select that. Move this out of the way. Let me play back here. And now we have audio coming into OBS. So we'll record that along with our screen, okay, via our Voicemeeter here. So now we're basically ready to record, but I'm assuming you'll also want a microphone. So in that case, right click, add add audio input capture. Of course, give this a name like mic so you know what it is. Select that, drop down, and I could choose, if I want to choose an XLR microphone into my audio interface, I could choose that here. So in my case, that would be the Complete Audio 6. If I want to use an XLR mic, if I want to use, say, the microphone from my webcam, I could use that as well. Or I could use a USB microphone. We'll just choose the USB microphone for now. Choose OK. And as you can see, it's already set up. So now we have our 3 different audio sources and we are ready to record. I'm assuming you are in simple mode right now. And our recording quality is indistinguishable, which is what I would suggest for the simple mode. Recording format is MP4. I usually choose MOV, but MP4 is fine as well. Not going to go through any of the other settings. These work fine for us. We'll come back to this in just a second. As far as audio goes, again, sample rate is 48K. That's because that's what I have everything set to. We can, of course, change our audio channels in here, but this is fine. Make sure we hit apply. Okay. And now you're ready to record, as long as you don't mind having an output of just one stereo track. And what I mean by that is your video will then look like this here. So the quality is good, as you can see, but our audio tracks here are combined. So the desktop sound is in this track here. The Pro Tools sound is in this track, and the microphone sound is all in this one track, meaning I can't edit things individually. If instead we want something like this, we would have to change a few settings within OBS. So let's go ahead and do that so we can get separate audio tracks. Come in here. What you need to do is come into settings, and we want output and advanced, and we want recording, and make sure you select more than one audio track. So 1, 2, and 3, because that's what we need in this case, because we have 3 sources. Encoder, I like to use the hardware encoder, but X264 is fine if you don't have that. For your rate control, CBR, VBR, or CQP are all fine. What you don't want is lossless. I will usually use CBR, but it doesn't really matter. For your bit rate, you do not need 50,000, as you'll see in some OBS tutorials. It's way too much for a tutorial style video. You don't need it. What you really need is at least 2,500, but to be safe, I'd probably say 3,000 to 4,000, or 5,000 usually looks really good. If you want to go higher, we can go 10,000 or 20,000. 10,000 is usually more than enough. You're probably never even going to hit 10,000 for a tutorial style video. Preset on default. Profile, I like high, but main can also work. For the level, just leave that on auto. You could choose 4.1 or 4.2 if you want. If you're going bigger than 1080p, of course, you might want to go 5.1, but don't even worry about that. Use 2-pass encoding. Great. So again, we have our audio track set up. Remember that. Go ahead and apply that. Come to your audio tab. Make sure all of these are set to the highest bitrate, which they all are. Apply that. Come here to audio. Again, make sure your sample rate is correct. It is. Come down to video. This is just our default for my monitor, which is 1920 by 1080. And for your frames per second, you will want 30. You can do 48 or 60 if you just want to be that guy who has 60 frame per second tutorials, but it's probably not going to look much better or really any better at all unless there's a lot of motion going on screen. But even then, 30 is more than enough. You can really get by with 20. So we'll choose 30, but feel free to experiment. Okay, as far as advanced goes, our renderer is the only option I have. I use NV12. You can use any of these that you want. Color space 709. Our YUV color range, I choose partial. You can choose full if you want. If you're transcoding that footage later and you need to input full, then choose full. Just realize that your video may end up being quite a bit darker than what you're actually seeing if you're not transcoding that footage. So I'll go ahead and choose partial. That's what always works for me. So again, we're all set up. Our output is on advanced, recording, 3 tracks, very good. Okay, now we're almost done here. Now we need to click a gear icon, advanced audio properties, and then come in here and make sure you untick all of these audio channels and select just the ones that we want. So what we want is separate audio tracks, right? So desktop audio should be on 1, input audio capture, which is Pro Tools, should be on 2, and microphone should be on 3. At least that's how we have it set up here. You can do whatever you want. You can also downmix to mono if you need that. This is all set up. Hit close. Also realize you can come in here and perhaps on a microphone channel, choose filters, plus, and then add effects or even VST plugins right to your live input. I don't do that because I would rather edit everything after I have it recorded. Okay, so now you're all set up. Go ahead and start recording, minimize, do whatever you want here in Pro Tools or your DAW or your plugin. Very good, stop the recording. And now whenever you import that video, it's going to look like this, where you have one track here, which is our desktop sound, one track here, which is just our Pro Tools sound, and one track here, which is just our microphone sound. You can of course import your videos into Pro Tools or your DAW, and it will look exactly the same. So PC audio here, Pro Tools audio there, zoom in a little bit, and then the microphone right there. So that's how you can have separate audio tracks in OBS and record everything together, record your entire screen capture together, including the output of your DAW, your ASIO DAW, by using Voicemeeter Banana. Okay, right now we have the hardware output on our Complete Audio 6, playback. Everything is coming in just fine. Make desktop audio. Do that, very good, very easy. And if you want to change that back to your computer speakers, all you have to do is select that from within here. Realize that both of these programs are much deeper than this. I have a much longer video if you want to go and watch that. The download links for both of these programs are in the description below.